that situation, boom, I'm fearless. There's another t-shirt design called self-love check, selfless check, and then one says love selfless crossed out, because people have this idea that to be selfless means that I cannot care about myself and just someone else. But you cannot give something you don't have. For you to be able to love someone, you have to love yourself enough.
I always say this.
You know, so we're encouraging people with this t-shirt designs, to really focus on what really matters in life, and not, the facade, the fake stuff.
So if I want to get this t-shirt, how do I go about it?
So I have a website called fearlessworship.com.
Okay.
So you can either go on the website or you can contact me on my Facebook page, my music artist page, Dengiyefa Gospel Music, and we can order a shipping, or we can do a pickup or delivery.
And what's the price range of the shirt?
So the t-shirts are $25 plus tax, and then the sweaters are $35.
The sweaters too?
Yeah, $35 to $40.
And plus, I'm sure with shipping and all of that.
Yeah, and all that stuff. So it's something that we'll always talk about, depending on where and how far it is.
That's really good. I think I'll actually check that out when we leave.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I like things like that. Things like people want to look at my chest. I'm like, what exactly is that?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'm fearless. And about music, for how long have you been doing music?
So, a little background about myself. I was always on the drums. You know me as a drummer.
Yes, makes us dance.
But I always wanted to sing, and I was going through a lot at one point in time. And it was that moment when God really started to talk to me. I was never a writer, but it was in that season of my life that God decided, He was going to start to just tell me a lot about myself, and that's when I started writing. So I've been writing since 2012.
Oh wow!
I really started my music September 2013. I released my first. I did a live recording in 2015, and then after that, things just started to. So yeah.
And how has it been so far?
It's been great. I mean, there's always ups and downs in everything. There's challenges. The artistry, we need more support. I'll tell you the story. I was at a vendor, a Black History thing yesterday. No, not yesterday. On Wednesday and Thursday, and the people who were on my left or right, last year I had supported them. I had bought some products from each of them. We spent almost $100 each. This year I happen to be in the middle, right? I also supported the business, bought a product from this person, bought a product from this person. For 2 days, they couldn't even buy a CD of $5 from my table. And I supported. So the thing is, in the Black History community and just the whole community period, we need support in every industry. Like, we cannot grow as a community, as a people, without really looking outside of just ourselves and what our brother needs. There was this Amber Alert that went on yesterday, and everyone is complaining that there were a bunch of calls to the cops. Listen, a girl died. Okay,
Exactly.
It was not to wake up people because the police wanted to wake up people. If we start looking outside of ourselves and into how we can help our brother and sister, we're not going to see those things as things that should piss us off. It should be, oh, well, I need to help out. How can I help out? How can I be a part of this community? How can I help out this person? How can this person, in turn, how can we really feed off of ourselves? So I believe that, in the artistry that I'm in, we need to work together as a team and support each other, because regardless of this stuff, we're doing it for God. And I cannot accomplish a lot if I don't get support from a bunch of people and vice versa. So yeah.
And I think it's actually one of the active to be support for Blacks don't really support you.
It's
I
crazy.
think it's really I was actually gonna ask, like, looking at the music industry in North America, have you ever for once thought about going to Nigeria to do
Oh yeah.
concert and all of that?
Oh yes. When I released Yahweh last year, the majority of downloads, streams, and just participation came from
Nigeria, yeah.
I was supposed to go to Nigeria last year. It didn't work out. But this year, actually, I am planning to do that. I'm planning to do a tour there. I'm planning to do a concert there. I'm just waiting, hoping that God is really going to open doors, especially for this song. It's actually a part of an EP, but also the thank you song, I wanted to go back to my roots, which is the name of the EP, Back to My Roots, because I wanted to really highlight that sound that I grew up in, you know. So yeah.
And talking about this EP, the Back to My Root, what was the inspiration? How did it come about?
So, it was kind of like, you know, my musical journey of where I've been. You know, the song highlights some songs I did, like River of Worship was my first single, so I did a reprise of that. I'm also featuring one song also too from my previous EP, Your Love, called You My Rock, it's in there. And then Thank You, which is just a Nigerian African vibe song. It's upbeat. I'm going to be doing a music video the next day after the release on the 23rd.
Oh, great.
It's going to feature diversity, a bunch of countries. So it's something to look out for. But my inspiration was to really just go back to my roots, Nigeria, Africa. That sound that I was immersed in. Like, this is what I grew up in, you know, to really highlight that and really show people where I come from.
Yeah, you also mentioned earlier about how you write a lot of songs and how you started writing songs. I don't know how you get your inspiration, but you just sit in the washroom and words just come to your mind, or you have to be in a serenade place. How do you go about writing songs?
My writing process is very unique from the perspective that I've tried to just say, I've tried to take a book and say I want to write a song, but it never happened. So really the way songwritings happen is I could really be driving and maybe just singing a worship song, boom, it would happen. Or I could be in a worship, or I could be in a worship service, or I could be hearing about someone else's story, and really that would just impact me. It could be anything. God uses just every situation to really inspire me to write a song that glorifies Him. So.
I'm actually really impressed, actually. And I'm talking about Thank You. For those of you watching live right now, the song is actually playing, but the song is not released yet. Just for you to have a taste of the iceberg. So, the song is going to be coming out on the 23rd, right?
22nd. Yes.
And how can we get the song?
So it's going to be available iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music. It's going to be available on my website, which is dengiyefa.com. It's going to be everywhere. YouTube, yep, everywhere.
Hey, this guy is carrying me right now because he just mentioned a whole lot of sites that the music is going to be on. And I'm just thinking about, wow, this guy's international, he's worldwide. Like, there are just some hubs that I really don't know I could get music from until now, but yeah, I'm thinking, to be honest, you're actually an inspiration, like looking at where you started from, looking at what you've gone through, looking at life in general, and you're still standing. Don't tell me it's just God. What do you do personally to strengthen that?
And that's true, because sometimes we just make it seem like it's just God. And the truth is, it's God that empowers us. You know, it can, by ourselves, we cannot do anything. The Bible talks about in my weakness, in Corinthians, I think, the 12th chapter, it says, in my weakness, God makes Himself strong, you know. So the truth of the matter is that God has planted a lot of people in my life, especially my family. My wife, my mother-in-law, my daughter. I see those people, and that inspires me to move forward. You know, the thing is, I heard this, our gift is not for us. So when you think about the things that you're going through and you say to yourself, oh, I'm going to give up, then it's almost like a selfish statement. When you think about the people that you're going to impact just from your story, from who is watching, that motivates you to keep going. Because again, if this was for just me, then I don't care. I can sleep, wake up, do whatever I want to do. But when you think about the lives that you're going to impact, the people, the stories that people are going to listen to and be touched, then you got to just keep going. So it's not that it's easy, but you have that in your rear view. And, you know, I'm like, listen, I got to keep going because this is what I'm called for. This is the people that God wants to use, so I got to keep going.
And I like the fact that, you know, your ministry is not just only in music or even in drums that you're really good at. You're also doing ministry through chefs. And that's how some people can get ministered through even through a chef by seeing that, yes, I'm fearless. And for me, I kind of feel that's one of the huge difference in the city. I was also going to ask about Back to My Roots. And you said it's more about you going back to the origin culture of Africa and all that. So what should we be expecting? Are we going to be expecting some your languages or something like? What should we be expecting?
So in this track, the lyrics of the song says, "God, I thank you for the things you've done." But the response in "thank you," I used Igbo, Daluo.
Oh, Daluo. Right? I thought it was Ewo.
Yeah, it's Daluo.
And then means what?
Thank you in Igbo. And then I also did Yoruba Eshiro. right? So I was trying to kind of like make it very culturally diverse. Exactly. But the video also too is gonna encompass that. Like I'm trying to feature like some Indian culture, African culture.
Video be shot here in Canada?
Yes, it's going to be on the 23rd. We're going to be shooting, trying to do some different locations and all that stuff. So I'm really excited for that. Like it's going to be very diverse.
Is that the fact that you're also going to Nigeria for a tour? Like my guy, that is really huge.
Well,
It's really huge.
with God, you know, we're hoping that God, will open those doors and people will be blessed.
I was actually going to tell you that I was actually going to ask how is it like? I don't know how Christian musicians get money.
Well, listen,
How do you guys do it? Like, if you don't get invited to churches, it's like you don't go anywhere or like, how do you guys do it?
So as a Christian artist, until you get, I guess, that big break to do a bunch of tours and all that stuff, you don't really, it's not a making money thing. Really, you push this because you want to bless people. But again, the support in the community makes a difference, because then you don't want me to bring a band and all that experience that I've put in to come to your event and do it for free, which a lot of people, that's the mentality. So how do I get paid? We hope that the music that we put out there, people who are gonna, invite us, appreciate that, gift and that time and quality that we put into it, and would really pay for it. But not so much a payment, but support. Exactly, and also too, I'm not just focused on just music, like again, with the t-shirts I'm doing, I'm not just focused on just the music aspect of it, but other ways in which that I can, promote, the gospel industry, and also too, I'm a family man. Like, I have a daughter to take care of, so I have a family to take care of, so, I have to find ways in which that I can keep my family going outside of just music, so, yeah.
You see yourself being a preacher?
You know what? I've always thought about it that God has called me. I don't know that.
You sound more like a preacher to me. Like you've given me so many advice. Even before we came on here, he was literally preaching to me about life.
I have practiced in the mirror a lot of times. The Bible says, all that stuff.
Hey.
I like it. I'm not so crazy about it, and that's why when I got the opportunity of the TV show that I was telling you about, which is going to be titled Be Encouraged, I think that is just another platform for me to be able to encourage people. And not necessarily a preacher title, but someone who just wants to use the word of God to empower people. And that's it. It's not so much the excitement, because some preachers are just excited.
Oh yeah, amen. And God is doing it. And it's good. Oh Lord, forgive me.
They're just excited.
Lord, forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Yes, so they're just excited, but it's really the heart to see people change and not be judgmental. Because listen, outside of the whole Christianity, and the religion, people need relationship. I actually have a T-shirt that I designed called "Religion Over Relationship." Because there's one thing to have religion, but then there's nothing to have relationship. Jesus came to have relationship with us, not to shove down a religion down our throat and say if a bunch of do's, don'ts, if you don't do this, like think about it. It's like you have 10 commandments and then you can do the 9, but once you don't do the 1, then boom, everything is done. But a relationship will say, you know what, you're doing the 9 and then the 1, I can help you get to the point where, and that's the difference that people don't understand it, because then you lose people. People are now doing what we call eye service. They want to make you feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing the 10, but their hearts are so far away from God. God cannot be mocked. You can't deceive God. So it's about relationship and not, the religion of, I'm a Christian, so I want to carry my Bible, I want to look like, I'm a Christian. It's not about looks. You can see someone who's homeless and think that person doesn't have money, but they might just be a billionaire. They can actually take care of your whole family, so it's about relationship.
ask you, what's your greatest fear?
Greatest fear as in what? Because I have a lot of fears. I'm scared of heights.
Greatest fear in life. Like, what to be your greatest fear in life? Like, what are you fearing?
That I will leave this earth and not have something that is passed on to carry a legacy. Because I could die tomorrow, right? But what scares me the most is that I'm gonna die and I cannot say that I left something that says this was who I was. You know, that is my greatest fear. I think about that because honestly, anybody can die tomorrow after this radio interview. But what have you left? That's why we don't have time to fool around. That's why you cannot really be stuck on someone or something. You know, you have to keep going because you don't have time. You know, we've been preaching, you know, the end is near, the end is near. Truly the end is near, but the end really is not necessarily maybe Jesus coming, which he will come, and he's coming. The end could be that you don't have enough time to do all that you need to do to leave your mark. So my greatest fear is leaving this earth and not leaving something that my daughter would be able to carry on. Because I look at her every day and I'm like, you know what? I lost my dad when I was 10. Okay? And I didn't have a father figure growing up. Thank you, Lord. So I had to grow up thinking what a father looks like, what a father is like, how to be a man, what does that look like, how to treat a lady. I have to learn all those things myself, right? So I have to be able to leave something that my daughter will be able to carry on, and every other person that I impact, every other person that I meet through my journey. That would be my greatest fear, not to leave anything behind. And you know, that's gonna be bad. Just like I just showed up and boom, I'm gone. That's right. Nothing to leave. It's not about money. Because people think that I can work 9 to 5 and I could have so much money in my bank account and my family is gonna feed on. After you finish eating, what's next? You know, it's not about food. It's not about driving the best car. It's about leaving something that someone can say, you know what, this changed my life. Now I can change someone else's life. And it's not always about money. And that's what we're trying to do with our music too. You know, if someone sees it, hears it, and you're blessed, I've just left that legacy. If someone sees my t-shirt and it makes them feel better about themselves, boom, that's my legacy. You know, if I can encourage someone and make someone else feel better, that's my legacy.
Guys, this is still Fisaya on Dorc Radio TV. I'm sure you guys can see that I really need a book and a pen to jot down from Ziggy today, because I kind of feel he just gave me all the advice of life. And before we go, we're not going soon, but I can just give you guys 10 minutes to call in just in case you have a question for Ziggy. The number is 416-835-5284, 416-835-5284. If you have any question or any information or any advice, any encouragement for the gospel artist in the studio today, please call me in and let's talk about it. I was going to ask you, looking at the music in the industry, the Christian music industry, is there anyone you look up to or someone you would like to work with?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of them. I've always had passion for William McDowell, and the reason for that is really because, like, I just see his transparency in his songs, in his concerts.
Who is that from?
William McDowell.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Like, I just feel like, you know, he has just that heart for God that it's not so much of a show. He's not trying to show. He's just trying to just lead people to God, and that's really where I want to be, you know. So I look forward to it. On the crazy side, you know, I don't know if I can jump like Tetrabet or Tim Godfrey.
Hey.
You know, but actually, true story is the guy who actually produced Thank You is actually Tim Godfrey's second keyboard player.
Oh wow.
So you know, maybe there's gonna be a collaboration in the future. Who knows?
We can't wait.
You know,
we hope this comes out.
Yeah, but you know, maybe. But we're looking forward to it.
Well, are you currently working on any collaboration right now?
No, at the moment. I hope that this tour will open those doors. So I hope so.
So now that you're taking the tour to Nigeria, what about we in Canada?
Well, the thing is, again, I hope that the Canadian gospel music industry, I call it industry because there's a business part of it,
yeah,
can really, you know, look out for those who really put quality in their work and really reach out, and we can work together and support. Because man, I can't tell you how much we spend on my stuff. It's in the thousands, but then I don't want it to be in the basement. So, and the Canadian gospel right now, there is this mentality, me, myself, and I. And if we cannot push ourselves and really promote and support those who are really pushing, it's hard.
To be honest, you're saying the same thing almost every artist I'm talking about. Support, promotion, and it's just so sad. Like, we don't even support our own. And now I kind of feel guilty because I kind of feel, how many of our own products have I really tried? How many of our own songs have I tried?
True.
How many of our own maybe artists have I reposted their songs or encouraged them to do better? Like, I kind of feel everyone is guilty, including myself.
Yeah, and I'm guilty about it too, because you know what? And it takes 5 seconds. Hit that share, man. Just hit that share. You see it, hit it.
I don't know what the song is going to bless.
You know,
yeah.
It makes the person look good. You know, it makes them feel like, you know what, someone is listening, someone can see. Because sometimes, you know, we're in the age of social media, right? People are almost driven by, if this person has 1,000 views, then maybe they want to see what is going on. Yeah. If they see this person has 13 views, they're going to be like, no, this is foolishness. I'm just going to just scroll. You know, so it really, advertisement now, promotions, like, and my advice for gospel artists now is, you know, when you put $1,000 into your production, please put twice as much amount in promotion. Because listen, I've been in a stage where I put in so much into my production and it ended up in the basement. If they can hear it, your stuff is as good as in the basement. You know, so I learned that from when I released Yahweh. I decided I was going to just focus on the media. I had a release and I just made it.
Yahweh was a good one.
Media people that were in the room. I mean, the video actually I'm going to post on YouTube. It was classic, right? But I made sure that I was just focusing on just the media outlet and push it out there, because that's where people hear the stuff. Instead of me wasting money and trying to get someone to pay $5 to come see me, and even with that too, someone's not going to pay $5. Listen, I've tried this before. Have a concert, right? Put a ticket $10 and then do a fish fry. Tell me who's going to come to which one. People are going to pay for the food.
Fish fry, yeah.
Then pay for the, and that's just how it is. People always want to feed their belly, but it's just crazy, right? So I don't know, man. Support again is the number one thing. It's a big deal in this industry, in this line of work. It's a huge deal. I cannot stress more than it. It's a big deal. It is. It's a big deal.
I was gonna ask you this one question before. Yeah, I think I've asked you a lot of questions. And I really feel bad myself. At any point in time doing your musical career, like, have you ever thought of maybe going out of line with God? Like, maybe let me just try to sing a song about body sometimes.
Yeah. Well, not really sing a song, but there's been ups and downs, there's been challenges. You know, there are times where you feel
like I'm just tired. Yeah.
You know, and you're tired. You feel like you're trying to make a difference, make a mark, but there isn't support. There isn't people that believe in you, and so there were times, you know. But I said, when you think about the one person who could be counting on you, but you haven't seen them yet. You know, that issues. So there's been times where I've just felt like, you know what, this whole person, I'm tired of trying to live, you know, this life, but that is just human nature. You know, no one can really pull me down for that, because we're all human. We mess up, there's ups and downs, and that is why we need core people in our lives that can really, thank you, Lord, make us accountable. You know, make us feel that there is more to our struggles, you know. So yes, there's been times that I felt like I want to give up, but I gotta get up.
Look at you now. Look at me.
God is still working.
I'm still happy. Your time. It's time to ask me any questions. Do you have anything you would like me to share, or you would like to know?
Well, I mean, it's good to see you. It's been a while, and really hearing your story, I'm very inspired, and I'm glad that, you know, you did not give up, because now you can. Now I'm inspired by what you've gone through, and hearing that now, I'm like, wow, you know. The thing is, they say the best people are dead. You know, when you go to the grave is the richest person. Because, you know, there's just so much that is buried there, you know. So I'm glad that I can see you, Fisaya, and you know, you still have all of this and you're going. When I heard that you run the radio station, I was like, what? I gotta link up with this girl, man. So, you know, but you know, and this is where, you know, we can really support each other. You know, now I can, you know, tell my friends, you know, about your network and, you know, promote that also too. You know, and I'm also very privileged and it's an honor to be here, you know, to really promote my song. And it's just a blessing. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you've done. I'm proud of what you've accomplished. I can't wait for the many things that are going to come out of this. And
this guy is just so good.
I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to God.
Yeah. Before we go back to the song, I was actually going to add to what you were saying that I won't be a stranger, and I don't think you should also be. If there's anything we can also do. New songs are going to come out. New projects are coming up, and if you feel you also want to talk about it, and if you have time, just let us know, and we'll make plans and then we just come to the studio.
Definitely.
I know the studio too are having great plans that are coming up this year.
Okay.
We are planning to have like live shows.
Nice.
That's why we are doing a lot of cleaning and rearranging. We have like live shows, so artists will come in and there'll be people listening, and also like things like that are coming up. So if there's any way we also want you to get involved, you also
that will be awesome.
And so I believe there are great things to come, and there are greater things that we can do together. And I just feel like God will give us the grace and the strength to finish well. For all of you watching, all of you listening, this is just about Back to the Roots, and Thank You is going to be released on the 22nd of this month.
Yep,
guys, I've listened to the song. You're going to dance and you're going to thank God. Please tell us where we can download the songs again.
It's going to be available YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, on my website, Dengiyefa Gospel Music, which is spelled DENGIEFA, gospelmusic.com.
Yeah, we're also going to share this information on our page, so just in case you couldn't get the information down right now, just go to Dorc FM Radio on Facebook or on our YouTube page. The information is going to be there if you want to download the song or just to know more about what Diggy is up to or his projects or about the shirt. I'm going to be getting the shirt, and trust me guys, I'll be wearing it on this show. So if I'm getting mine, you should also be ready to get yours. And trust me, it's not that pricey. I think $25 $35 is not really pricey. So let's all support ourselves, and I pray that greater things comes out of this. Before I let you go, I know it's Saturday. It's supposed to be a family long weekend. Do you have any great plans?
You know what? Well, my plans are going to be spending time with my family. I'm going to be cooking some ribs, you know.
Please don't poison the whole house.
Put that chef.
Oh yeah, he's a chef.
You know,
guys,
so it's gonna be amazing.
I wish your wife was here, so I'm just gonna ask her, like, how does it feel to have a cook as a husband?
Listen, I made some salmon fish yesterday, and she literally told me this. I'm not joking. She said it's the best food. She said if she wanted to die, she would have to request this food. So I think she likes it.
And you don't see yourself going back into the food?
I do. It's in the works again. My hands are full with the music, with the family, with the t-shirt business. Now I'm going to having a TV show coming up soon. So with all those things, my hands are full, but definitely it's in the works. If I don't have a location, I plan to do an online restaurant.
And delivery.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be great. I think I want to eat that.
Because we did have it for I think a month, and the participation was really good. Our best I think was asun. I was making asun goat with rice and
asun goat meat with pepper. Oh gosh!
So it was really good, and you can still order. Like you can still text me and say, you know what, I want a tray of this, and we'll make it. So it's just that I'm not focusing on that aspect right now because of just a lot of things, but it's still something that it's cool.
You guys don't forget to get connected with Zingy on the social media pages. He's on Instagram, he's on Facebook, it's everywhere. He even has a website. So guys, you guys should get connected. This guy has a lot to offer, and I believe we all can also benefit from this. And even myself, I'm going to go sit down and see what I can generate and how I can bless myself. He's not just a musician. He's also a pastor. I didn't say that on here, but he's also a pastor. Can you also help us with the website again? So
the website is Dengiyefa Gospel Music. It's spelled DENGIEFA gospelmusic.com.
Yeah, That's great for booking, for sponsorship. Just it's actually really good. Like, go on YouTube, listen to Yahweh. You'll be blessed. We were all blessed, and thank you is also a great one. We're all gonna dance and jolly. I'm so happy to have you in the studio today. Yeah, thank you so much. Nothing else, right? Is there anything else you want to drop there?
No, let's just wait and just see what the future holds.
Yes.
It's promising.
It's promising. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
Regards to your beautiful daughter and your wife, and also your mother-in-law. I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Oh, guys, yeah, please. See you next week at 10 o'clock. And I'm sorry about time today. You know me, I'm a woman. We start getting ready like 30 minutes before, and we spend like an hour, 30 minutes dressing up. But I'm still here. So bear with me, guys. I love you guys. Stay tuned. I'll be back next week, Saturday, with another special. Don't go anywhere. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Lord, I thank you for the things you've done.